My name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass.
Hi, I'm Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today is a very special episode for me because it's in honor and memory of my father. I lost him 1 month ago from pancreatic cancer, and I will forever miss him. I couldn't have asked for a better father, I must say. But in memory and in honor of him, I wanted to share with you his favorite, hands down recipe. My mother cooked for him every single week. I'm talking since I was a kid, I remember sitting down every Thursday for this. And it is spaghetti and meatballs, and I am pairing it with this Brunello de Montalcino. So we're going all out, this Italian wine. So I'm excited. So let's get a little bit of garlic right here in our olive oil. So we are going to put a little bit of garlic. We've got about 3 cloves in there sliced up, and all the exact ingredients is right down below in the description center for you. And we're just going to let that go just for about a minute or two, not that long at all. And in the meantime, I just wanted to say, when my mom used to make this originally, we had 4 acres and a huge garden. All the tomatoes were canned. I remember canning every year. So of course, this is a little bit of a twist, but it is exact recipe that she makes. So I haven't done one thing different, and you'll know because I always add fresh ingredients to things. But this is my mom's recipe, honor of my dad, who I will forever miss. And we are pairing it today with this Brunello de Montalcino. While that just goes here for not that much longer, I already see it starting to get a little bit of a color on that garlic. Okay, let's add our tomatoes right now. And in this tomatoes, I have crushed and I have diced tomatoes. So all that is going right on in. We'll give that a stir. And the exact ingredients, again, is right down below in the description center. And to that, we are going to be adding some tomato paste. Can of tomato paste right on in. And to that, we're just now going to add some water. Because of the tomato paste will get extremely thick unless we thin it out with a little bit of water. And to that, we are going to add some dried oregano, dried basil, and some sugar. The sugar is for the acidity in the tomatoes. It doesn't make the sauce sweet at all. It's just going to take all that acidity that has that bite just away. So we want to stir that just to incorporate all that tomato paste into the sauce. And to that, my mom always, here we go, I'll put it so you guys could see, would put in half a packet, which is about 2 tablespoons, of this McCormick spaghetti sauce mix. So she did it, so I am going to do it. It is going in. And we're going to bring this up to a simmer. Let's stir this in. Let's see if I don't have to wear this today. But I must say, my dad, he was just the best, the best. I have his whole entire life, I don't swear, I've never seen him get upset, get angry. I'm putting salt and pepper in here. He was just a wonderful, wonderful person. So salt and pepper is going right on in. And what we're going to do, we're just going to bring this up to a simmer. And once that gets to a simmer, we're going to drop in our meatballs. So that's what we'll work on right now. So we are done there. Let's start working on our meatballs. Our sauce is coming up to a simmer. Let's get working on Mama's meatballs here. We have a ground pork and ground beef in here, meatloaf mix. She also done it with ground pork, ground beef, and ground sirloin, but I couldn't find any ground sirloin. She says either way works though. To this, we're having 3 eggs going right in. And of course, all the measurements are right down below in the description center for you. Some dried parsley going right on in. And some Parmigiano, really good 2-year aged Parmesan. It really makes a difference, believe me. And then, this is what I didn't want to do on camera. Box grate a small onion. It's about a half a cup it came to. I didn't want to cry on camera, so I did it off camera. So that is done. And Mom always made her own breadcrumbs too, so I toasted up some breadcrumbs, as you could see too. I think I went a little bit overboard on the toasting, but it's all there. And then you just want to mix all this together. My hands are clean. This is how you want to do it. You just want to get in here. Get in here. Oh, you know what I didn't put in? I need to add in a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay. We need salt and pepper in this, definitely. So, let's just add that in there. The perfect consistency. If sometimes you have larger eggs and it's a little more wet, you could always add just a little more breadcrumbs to be able to congeal it all. Now, without me touching the stuff, let's add some salt and pepper in there. There we go. I'm not touching the salt. Not with these hands anyway. There we go. Mix that back in there. And what I like to do, I have a little trusty little scooper here so I could have the perfect size meatballs. Mom always did not do the jumbo huge meatballs. She did more on the small side, which I found this little trusty, I don't know if you'd call it an ice cream scooper. If it is, it's an awful small ice cream scooper. Just come in here and then get yourself and then roll it in, and that's about the perfect size. And I just keep going. Keep going. Let me finish the rest of these and I'll show you what we do to these meatballs. And you will be shocked. A lot of people will be. We have Mama's meatballs all rolled. Let's get them in. Yes, we are dropping them raw right into the sauce. So what you want to do, you want to take about half of them and drop them right in. So you want to work in batches because they're very delicate right now. Cook the half that you're dropping in for about 15 minutes. And then you want to drop in the rest of them. And just what you want to do right now is just give the container a shake like this. And they'll all get covered and move to the bottom. That's exactly what you want to do. And you just want to let it go now. Let it go for about 15 minutes. Drop the other ones in after 15 minutes. And then let them simmer for about another 45 minutes. It brings great flavor to the sauce. I mean, the sauce becomes this great, meaty, delicious sauce because all the pork flavors and the beef flavors go into the sauce. And all depending on the amount of fat in your pork and beef that you're using, you might need to skim some of the fat that comes to the top afterwards. So we'll just let them cook and let them simmer. And let's talk about our wine. This is very special, a Brunello di Montalcino. My dad loved wine like I do. And I was so happy that he was able to get to Italy. We didn't go at the same time, but he was able to go, and he just loved the wine there, and he definitely loved Brunello di Montalcino. It's a beautiful area in Italy. One of my favorite wines, it's that one and Barolo. This wine, Argiano, Brunello di Montalcino, is amazing. It has notes of like orange rind with dark cherry and plum. And the tannins are very smooth, very fruit forward, but a lot of the terroir, the earth, also from Italy. So this will go perfect for this. I can't wait to plate up. I know my dad is looking down from heaven right now, just going, oh, he wish he could be here to eat with us. And I wish he could too, because I will always remember these wonderful, great memories I've had of my dad, and I will miss him forever. So we'll let this cook and we'll plate up. Okay, now the important step to marry your spaghetti with your sauce. I have the meatballs out because they're so tender. If you actually try to toss everything with the meatballs, they'll fall to pieces. So let's get this in here. And no need to drain your spaghetti. If some water goes with it, that's perfectly good. It's good starchy, salty water. And don't forget, you salt your water like crazy. Like it's the ocean, a good palm full of salt you put in there. And let's toss this around. And I always pull this out about a minute shy because it'll continue to cook in this hot pasta sauce, right? And we don't want soggy noodles. We want nice, firm, al dente noodles. My dad always loved a skinny noodle, an angel hair noodle, but I couldn't find any in the store, so I had to get the normal spaghetti here. But he loved an angel hair. That was his all-time favorite. So we are done. Let me plate this up, and I can't wait to eat. Before I dig in, I would first like to thank my mother for giving me this recipe, and I've been enjoying it my whole life. And secondly, Dad, I miss you. I love you. But I have these great memories that I will always, always cherish. And lastly, but not lastly, I would like to thank all my subscribers. And if you're not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my recipes. And don't forget to like, share, and ring that bell because I have a new recipe every Tuesday, but I can't wait any longer. I have to dig in. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what this tastes like already. I've been eating it my whole life, but I am getting a little bit of everything here. Big sloppy mouthful. Excuse me. Wow. That is delicious. Thank you so much for stopping by Wine and Dine with Jeff, and we'll see you next week.